Morning. Heading over to the storage shed. We're gonna do some pressure washing. At least that's what BJ and I are gonna do. Dad's gonna do some spraying. He's spraying double crop bean. It may seem like Dad lives in that sprayer, but his time is coming to an end. Once he gets this double crop sprayed, that'll be it for spraying till wheat, I guess. But that's this morning's plan. Got the little dude with me. He's all about playing in the pressure washer. What you got there, little dude? Gonna show him your pocket knife? He's a working man, so he's got to have a pocket knife. Eating your lunch? Taking an early lunch, eating some leftover steak, playing with his pocket knife. Quite the working man. First up on the washing list is the Challenger that's hooked to the bean planter. Gonna wash it up, and then the grain cart Challenger, which is the one that's on the strip till rig. It definitely needs wash. It's filthy, so I'm gonna wash that tractor, and then see where we're at time-wise. Start cleaning up Dad's tractor and planter. And we're going to use the nurse tank. We've got an adapter for the garden hose to screw into it. That's what we're going to get our water for. Dad's going to try to spray today, like I say, so providing he can get his sprayer started. So we don't want to be in his way, otherwise we just do it right there where he fills up with water. This will work fine. Hopefully we can get this done. Forgot our soap bucket, so we're going to drive down the driveway and steal one from George. Gotta love a Honda. All right, little dude's got to run home. Gotta go to the potty, but be back to finish washing this. Got the tractor washed. Gotta wash the planter. If you've never washed a planter, fun, fun, fun. Complete and total sarcasm. It's terrible. All right, just got back over here. Little man stayed home. I think he's pretty well worked out. Gonna wash that planter now. Problem with washing a planter is there's just so many little nooks and crannies that make it very difficult to clean. I'm gonna pressure wash the frame, then I'm gonna unfold it, and we might blow off the units, I don't know, and then try to wash them. So see what we can make happen. All right, so I'm gonna unfold the planter and flip it around, and then we'll continue washing it. Well, I feel like I'm a little muddy, and probably too muddy to get in that clean tractor. Yep, that was fun. Alright, that's about as clean as it's going to get. With planters, you can be as picky as you want to be and take as long as you want to take, because you're never going to get them spotless. We're going to wait till tomorrow to do the rest of them, because I've got to take a kid to football practice. BJ's got to take one of his kids to baseball practice. 'Tis the season. And yeah, we'd normally be at the Ross County Fair this week, but COVID, so instead we're washing equipment. BJ showed up, so figured as dirty as I am, let him put that in the shed. Since we are done with it now, it is all locked up, all the safety locks are on, and we're going to back it in that building in the far corner, because we do not need it for a while, and we need that tractor on something else. Need that planter right there. Now the question is, can brother do that without knocking the building over? We'll see. I think he missed the driveway a little bit. Guess as long as he misses that post. It's truly unfortunate that Dad's not here to help back this in. What I mean by that is, if you've ever had my dad help you back something in the shed, it's an experience. Not much further. Come back about 5, you got 3 or 4 feet. Just like you are. Look over on that side. I think you're good. Good morning, folks. Just walking out to my pickup truck and there's a horse in my yard. So I guess I better fix this gate real quick. It's better. You got a 30-acre pasture field and you had to come meet my yard. Okay, over here to do some more pressure washing, but first, Dad just came pick me up. We gotta go get one of the semis. The black truck's been getting the air conditioner fixed for a while, so we're gonna go pick that up from town. He'll get back to the semi, then I'll come over here and do some washing. Dad's getting his sprayer out. We got a guy coming to get some data out of the monitor of that thing. And I think BJ's doing some bush hogging and some drowned out spots, so fun, fun, fun. Dad's gotta get some government juice for his truck first. Fun times. Good stuff. Now, if you're new to the channel, we call DEF government juice. Now, every time I mention this, people get political. It's not political. It's just what we call it. Our pump is getting a little weak.
It corrodes up that stuff.
What, that stuff corrodes? You're kidding.
Oh, yeah, see it? It corrodes. It's fertilized. But used soy oil would be a whole lot better.
Yeah, this stuff is highly corrosive, so where GM decided in their infinite wisdom to put that fill up is in a terrible spot. It's almost impossible to do this without getting it everywhere. I see on the 2020s they have it over by the fuel fill up, which I guess as long as you hit the right hole, you'll be fine.
They do?
Yeah, didn't you see on Mike Mitchell's video of his new pickup? They had him on over by the fuel fill up. Now he's got the fever for a new pickup, I bet. You guys just missed a sermon. He spilled it everywhere.
Why would that thing fit out there? Jesus God.
See? Getting biblical. Oh, there we go. Now, before YouTube, I had a 2015, just like this one, only it was brown. Beautiful truck. I traded it, or I sold it, and bought my 04. And every time I have any bit of issues, Dad says, well, you screwed up. Traded your brand new pickup for an old one. I don't have to do that, ever. AC works good, but my seat is stuck all the way up. Larry's quite a bit shorter than I am. Guess I'll have to drive a new Kenworth from now on. Looks like I found my brother. Now he's mowing the road here, and yeah, there's grass on the road. But what's more dangerous, grass on the road or so much weeds you can't even see where you can get off on the berm? That's how we look at it, and now I'm blowing all that grass off of this truck, so. Morning. Dad's gonna go spray a couple spots that we didn't get planted. Just trying to keep the weed pressure down, but BJ's supposed to meet me over here. Him and I are gonna get back to pressure washing. The other day when we were going to go back to pressure washing, some other things came up, and well, we really just ended up playing with Dad's rock saw. If you didn't know, Dad has a rock saw too. Anyways, he's going to run a pressure washer today. I smashed my hand when it slipped off of a jack. Jack came around and smacked me in the hand, and now my hand hurts real good. So he's going to run that. I'm going to help him wash the grain cart, and then I think I'm going to do some ripping in those spots that Dad's spraying. Now the cart's not real dirty, but we never washed it last fall because we didn't really use it a whole lot. The tractor, it's fairly dirty. It definitely needs washed. One thing about pressure washing, it always looks clean while everything's wet. Then it dries and you see your mistakes. Once we get this tractor cleaned up and unhooked, I'm going to hook up to I'm going to hook up to that ripper, probably not that one. And then like I said, I'm going to go down there and rip some spots that they drowned it out. They were wet all spring. Now they're dry, so that water's been laying on them, so we're going to go in there and rip those. They're fallow right now anyways. I'll go do something. It'll be a miracle if that foam cannon does much. We'll see. Does anybody else have this issue with their pressure washer? So yeah, we're really having an issue getting that thing unhooked, and now we've got the sun baking this soap on this buggy. Well, after a lot of persuading with a hammer and some working words, it is free, but I think it's definitely whopper jawed. All right, so the plan is now, since the quick coupler's broke on the pressure washer, we're going to unhook the hose off that, turn on the pump on the water wagon, put a garden hose end on it just to get the grain cart de-soaped.
That don't work. work, we're just gonna trade it in.
But we got the supervisor here.
That's right. The boss is on the job, and they're doing a good job.
BJ's best side. Now we were able to get the gun back on, and then we rinsed it off, but that gun's probably stuck on there, but doesn't matter. We were going to replace that in, stripped it out, so figured it didn't matter at this point. We're going to replace the whole hose probably. Unless George can fix it. He can probably fix it.
I can fix it. Damn, must have had the wrong side of the wrench on there.
I think
That was
it's
the vice grips. Yeah,
pretty soft metal.
that's some pretty good, pretty good pipe tape.
I'm surprised knowing us that it has it on there. Must be factory. Well, Briggs and Stratton runs a tighter ship than we do. We gotta get some story time here. We sharing pressure washing stories, and it brought up the time that George almost got electrified.
I'd been more than electrified. I'd have been fried.
You know what? Well, tell them what happened here.
Well, I was like a little bit being done, and it was storming. And
Well,
I
you
had
were pressure
overhang.
washing your sidewalk.
Yeah, well, no, I was pressure washing the garage door.
Oh,
And I
okay.
locked one more, so I was going to finish it. And then lightning struck a tree, come through the ground, and come up out of the concrete right beside of me.
There's a hole in his sidewalk or his driveway. That was when we were kids. That was probably 20 years ago, but I should clarify. I was a kid. George was, he was old. He just wasn't old as dirt yet. Lunchtime. George just snooping around, dumps all my zip ties out.
I'm going to fix it.
We're gonna blow the back of this tractor off before we wash it. It's filthy. Dad's gonna move his corn head out of the corner of this building with combine, and then I believe that cart is going to go in the back of that building, I think. This compressor, because the old one in the building there is pretty well shot. This one works better. On in here. And before harvest, we still have to fix the AC on that combine, and there's still a hole in the clean grain, so gotta patch that up. But Dad's gonna blow his corn head off, clean it up a little bit. I don't think we have to do a whole lot of work yet, but it has been sitting in a shed for, 8 months. It's pretty dirty, and it definitely needs going over and whatnot, but I don't think we have any major repairs we have to make to it. Just maintenance. Now, if you're new to the channel, we run a 12-row Capella folding head. We get along very good with it. It's an awesome time saver when you're moving around field to field. We have some big fields we have to move to get to a lot of fields, so this thing saves us a bunch of time. Now, our other head is an 8-row Claas head, but this is the one that gets used the majority of the time. Much easier to clean the back of a tractor if you do this, especially if there's a lot of chaff in there. This was on the cart during the wheat harvest. It was full of wheat chaff, wheat straw, and as soon as you hit that with the pressure washer, it just blows everywhere and makes a huge mess. Much faster and efficient to do that first. The strip till bar we were running this spring, the ground drive pump on it with weak hydraulic fluid or gear oil on the fender of this one, it was folded up. It was a 3-point mounted bar, so the fenders got awful dirty. I don't think Dad had this latched. Yeah, BJ's still washing the tractor. My wife has a doctor's appointment, and with COVID going on, I gotta go and watch the kids because they can't go to the doctor's office with her. So I gotta run home, and then I'll be back over here in a little bit. With any luck, he'll be done washing, and we can just take the tractor. Hey guys, that ended up being it for this video. My wife's doctor's appointment took a little bit longer than we anticipated, and by the time she got done, they were done pressure washing and the tractors were all put up. So that's it for this one. One thing I do want to mention, if you guys would like any Brian Strong videos or Brown Farms merchandise, there is a link to a Farm Focus store in the video description. Go ahead and check it out. You can get this hat, or you can get our farm hat. And I believe there's several shirts, a couple kids shirts, stuff like that. So go ahead and check that out. And also, if you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Got some pretty cool stuff coming up in August, and harvest is just around the corner.